The Quran says that war should only be fought for right reasons, not to get money or other things. Muslim rulers and commanders have always been known for their extreme bravery and advanced battle strategies. Even now, we can still learn a lot from both the battles they won and the battles they lost. In this video, we list the 4 most important battles in the history of Islam. However, before we begin our countdown, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. Number 1. Battle of Badr. Muslims and the Quran call the Battle of Badr the Day of the Criterion. It took place on March 13, 624, near what is now the city of Badr in Al-Medina province in Saudi Arabia. After he moved to Medina, Prophet Muhammad was very interested in capturing Meccan caravans. He saw it as a way to pay back his people, the Muhajirun. A few days before the battle, Prophet Muhammad heard that Abu Sufyan ibn Harb was leading a caravan of Meccans back from the Levant. He put together a small force to capture this caravan. Abu Sufyan changed course when he heard that Muslims were planning to trap his caravan. He went a longer way away from Prophet Muhammad's home base in Medina and sent a messenger to Mecca to ask for help. Abu Jahl led an army of about 1,000 people toward Badr, where they set up camp at the sand dune al-Ladwab al-Quswa. Badr was the first time that a lot of Muslims and Quraysh Meccans fought together. The Muslims came from the north and faced the Meccans. Both sides' warriors started the battle with duels, and then the Meccans charged the Muslims while they were being shot at with arrows. The Muslims fought back, broke through the Meccan lines, and killed important Qurayshi leaders like Abu Jahl and Umayyah ibn Khalaf. The Muslim victory made Prophet Muhammad's position stronger. People in Medina were eager to join his future expeditions, and tribes outside of Medina were openly on his side. Number 2. Battle of Uhud. At the Battle of Badr, the Meccans lost 140 men, including Amr ibn Hisham, a man who was against Prophet Muhammad and led the army that fought against the Muslims at Badr. Muslims believe that God helped Prophet Muhammad win at Badr, and Muslims at the time of Prophet Muhammad thought they would win more battles like this in the future. After several important leaders died at Badr, Abu Sufyan took over as leader of the Quraysh. He told people not to mourn the deaths at Badr, so he could get back at Prophet Muhammad. He vowed to launch an attack on the city of Medina. A few months later, Abu Sufyan went to the city with a group of 200 men. He stayed temporarily with the leader of the Jewish tribe Banu Nadir and found out more about what was going on in Medina. He and his group then left Medina. As part of his promise, he burned down 2 houses and destroyed some fields. After that, there would be more fighting between the Meccans and the Muslims. A few months later, Abu Sufyan put together a group of more than 3,000 men to get back at the Muslims for what happened at Badr. Even though the Muslims were outnumbered, they took the lead early and pushed the Meccan lines back. This left a lot of the Meccan camp unprotected. When it looked like the Muslims were just one step away from a decisive victory, a part of their army made a big mistake that changed how the battle turned out. The Muslim archers broke Prophet Muhammad's orders when they left their posts to steal from the Meccan camp. This let the Meccan cavalry, led by Meccan war veteran Khalid ibn al-Walid, sneak up on the Muslim ranks and cause chaos. A lot of Muslims died, and Prophet Muhammad himself was hurt very badly. Number 3. Battle of the Trench. The Muslims fought the Meccan Quraysh at the Battle of Badr in 624 and the Battle of Uhud in 625, after they had left Mecca. At the Battle of Uhud, the Muslims neither won nor lost, but their military strength was slowly getting better. In October 625, Prophet Muhammad 300 men and 10 horses to meet the Quraysh army of 1,000 at Badr for the second time. Even though there was no fighting, the coastal tribes were impressed by the power of the Muslims. Prophet Muhammad with limited success to break up many groups that were working together to stop the spread of Islam. Despite that, he couldn't stop the Meccan one. As they did in the battles of Badr and Uhud, the Muslim army came up with a plan to beat their enemies. During this battle, they dug a trench to make the enemy's horses useless. The siege was a battle of wits in which the Muslims outsmarted their opponents and won with very few people getting hurt. Efforts to get rid of the Muslims failed, and Islam grew in power in the area. Because of this, the Muslim army surrounded the Banu Qurayza tribe, which forced them to give up. The Meccans lost a lot of their trade and status because of their loss. Number 4. Expedition of Tabuk. The military expedition of Tabuk, also called the military expedition of Yusra, was started by the Islamic prophet Muhammad in October 630 CE. He led up to 30,000 men north to Tabuk, near the Gulf of Aqaba, in what is now northwestern Saudi Arabia. In October 630, Prophet Muhammad and his army marched north to Tabuk, which is near the Gulf of Aqaba. It was his biggest and final military trip. Ali ibn Abi Talib, who had been on several other expeditions with Prophet Muhammad, did not go on the Tabuk expedition because Prophet Muhammad told him not to because he was in charge of Medina. After setting up camp at Tabuk, Prophet Muhammad's army got ready for the Byzantine invasion. Prophet Muhammad peace spent 20 days in Tabuk scouting the area and making deals with local chiefs. He decided to go back to Medina because he had not seen any sign of the Byzantine army. Even though Prophet Muhammad did not meet a Byzantine army at Tabuk, the Oxford Encyclopedia of the Islamic Worlds says that this show of force showed his intention to challenge the Byzantines for control of the northern part of the caravan route from Mecca to Syria. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.